Ever wondered how money is printed? What's the process behind those crisp bills you hold in your hands? Today, we're diving into a world where precision, security, and artistry play important roles. This is the world of money printing. Imagine a realm where massive machines hum with activity, where each minute detail on a piece of paper can be the difference between real and fake. This is the world we're about to explore. Printing money is not just a process, it's an art form, a science, and a fortress of security all rolled into one. It carries the weight of a nation's economy, the trust of its people, and the strength of its government. So, what goes on behind the high-security walls of a money printing facility? How does a simple piece of paper transform into a valuable bill that can buy you anything from a candy bar to a car? Let's unravel the mystery behind the creation of money. Money printing starts with a design. Did you know that each currency note has a unique design? Indeed, every single currency note that circulates around the world is a work of art in its own right. The process begins with a team of skilled artists and designers who brainstorm, sketch, and digitally render the blueprint of the future note. This is a meticulous process that often takes months, sometimes even years, to perfect. The design isn't just about aesthetics. It's also about security. Each note has to be as unique and complex as possible to prevent counterfeiting. This is why you'll find such intricate details on your money, from the micro-printing that's almost invisible to the naked eye, to the holographic strips that change color as you tilt the note. These features aren't just fascinating to look at. They're also incredibly difficult to replicate, making them the money's first line of defense against counterfeiters. But that's not all. The designers also have to consider the tactile elements of the note. For instance, some currencies have raised print or embossed features to assist visually impaired individuals. Others have unique sizes for each denomination to make them easy to distinguish. And then we have the symbolism. Currency designs often reflect the country's culture, history, and values. They might feature national heroes, iconic landmarks, native flora and fauna, or symbolic imagery. These designs are more than just pretty pictures. They're visual narratives that tell a story about the nation they represent. Once the design is ready, it's reviewed and tweaked until it meets all the necessary standards. It's then sent to the engraving department, where the design is transferred onto a master plate. This plate will serve as the template for all the notes of that particular denomination. So, the next time you hold a note in your hand, take a moment to appreciate the artistry and ingenuity that went into its creation. And remember, that piece of paper is more than just a medium of exchange, it's a canvas that carries a piece of a nation's identity. Once the design is finalized, it's time to move to the next step, plate making. The design from the blueprint is transferred onto a plate. But how? Let's dive deep into the fascinating process of plate making. The plate making process is an intricate art, combining technology and craftsmanship. It begins with the artwork from the blueprint, which is transferred onto a plate using a photomechanical process. This process, known as photolithography, uses light-sensitive chemicals and ultraviolet light to imprint the design onto the plate. First, the plate, usually made from a durable material like steel or high-grade plastic, is coated with a light-sensitive chemical. This chemical reacts when exposed to ultraviolet light, hardening wherever the light hits it. Next, the blueprint design is placed over the coated plate. The design, remember, is a negative image, meaning the areas that are meant to be printed are transparent, allowing the ultraviolet light to pass through. The plate is then exposed to a strong source of ultraviolet light. The light hardens the chemical on the plate in the areas corresponding to the design. The unexposed areas where the light did not pass through remain soft and are washed away, leaving behind an exact replica of the design from the blueprint on the plate. The process doesn't stop there. The plate is then heated to further harden the design. This ensures the design will withstand the intense pressure of the printing process without distorting or wearing away. Finally, the plate is checked meticulously for any errors or imperfections. Any mistakes at this stage could result in thousands, if not millions, of misprinted notes, so the quality control here is paramount, and that's how the design from the blueprint is meticulously transferred onto a plate. It's a blend of science and art, where precision and attention to detail are key. It's a testament to the ingenuity and craftsmanship that goes into creating something we use every day, often without a second thought. With the plates ready, it's time for the actual printing to begin. Now comes the exciting part, printing. But it's not as simple as just pressing a button. We're about to dive into a world where precision meets artistry, a world where each stroke matters. This is the world of intaglio printing, a technique used in money printing where the image is incised or engraved into a surface. This technique allows for a high level of detail and creates a distinctive texture that makes counterfeiting more difficult. You may be familiar with the feel of a banknote, the raised texture under your fingertips. That's the magic of intaglio printing. The process begins by covering the metal plate with a thick, fast-drying ink. Then the excess ink is wiped off the surface, leaving only the ink in the engraved areas. Next, a high-quality paper is pressed against the plate with significant pressure. This forces the paper into the engraved areas to pick up the ink. The result? A beautifully detailed print with a distinct texture that's almost impossible to replicate without the proper equipment and skills. But what about the ink used for printing money? It's not your everyday, run-of-the-mill ink. The ink used in money printing has specific properties making it durable and resistant to fading. It's a specially formulated concoction, often containing color-shifting elements that change when viewed from different angles. Precision is the name of the game in the printing process. Every detail, no matter how minute, needs to be perfect. The alignment of the plates, the pressure applied, the amount of ink used, each element is meticulously monitored and controlled. The printing process is a dance between man and machine, a symphony of precision and detail. Each step is carefully choreographed to ensure the highest quality prints. It's a process that combines centuries-old techniques with modern technology to create something truly unique: our money. Once the printing is done, it's not over yet. There's one more crucial step to go. The printed sheets of money now need to be cut into individual bills, but that's not all. As we delve into the next phase of money creation, it's time to transform these vast sheets into tangible, spendable cash. This process is an intricate dance of precision and technology. The sheets are fed into a cutting machine, a marvel of engineering that slices the sheets into perfect individual bills, with an accuracy that's simply mind-boggling. Remember, we're dealing with potential money here, so there's no room for error. The machine doesn't just cut, it also aligns each bill to ensure straight, uniform edges. It's a ballet of blades and paper, a symphony of precision that's nothing short of mesmerizing. But wait, we're not done just yet. Each bill, now cut and aligned, needs to pass the test of scrutiny. Welcome to the inspection phase, arguably one of the most critical stages in money printing. Each bill is subjected to a rigorous inspection process to ensure it's free from any flaws or errors. Now, you might wonder, how is it possible to inspect billions of bills? Enter the high-speed inspection machines. These mechanical marvels scrutinize each bill at lightning speed, checking for any inconsistencies in color, size, or alignment. They also hunt for any unwanted ink spots or smudges. Any bill that doesn't make the cut, quite literally, is discarded and replaced with a star note, a bill that's printed specifically to replace faulty ones. This process ensures that only the most pristine, perfect bills make it into circulation, and there you have it, from a blank sheet to a crisp, flawless bill ready to be spent, saved, or stashed away. It's a journey of transformation, a testament to human ingenuity and the relentless pursuit of perfection. And that's how money is printed. But let's quickly recap the process. So, how do we get from a design blueprint to crisp, ready-to-use bills? Well, it all begins with a meticulously crafted design. This blueprint, a fusion of art and technology, lays the groundwork for our money. The design is then transformed into a master plate, a metal mold that bears the fine details of our bills. From there, it's onto the presses. In this stage, sheets of special paper are imprinted with the design, using ink that adds not only color but also texture. This process is repeated for each side of the bill, ensuring a perfect print every time, but it doesn't end there. The sheets are then cut into individual bills and subjected to a rigorous inspection. Only the flawless make the cut. The rest, they're destroyed, leaving no room for error. Next time you hold a bill in your hand, remember the intricate process that brought it into existence. Thanks for joining us on this fascinating journey of money printing.